Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is episode 4 in our CrafterverseSMP series that we're doing here. We're working on our villager trading area this episode. All of the footage that you're seeing here is taken from our live stream. We stream live on Twitch on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays at 7 PM. Hello Pig, what are you doing here? But yeah, if you like the video, please subscribe for more content, like it and leave me a comment with suggestions or any ideas that you've got for the future. I will catch you soon. Okay, so we're going to work a little bit on our villager breeders today. Sorry, not a villager breeder, our villager trading today. I'd like to grab... we've got quite a few villagers now. I've turned the machine of the villager breeder back on. So we can... so we can start getting more villagers. So we're going to build our little huts over here. But for that, I'm going to use some fences to obviously fence them in. I don't know how big of an area we're going to need, so I'm kind of thinking maybe what we should do is remove this layer. Probably a good idea. So now we're going to start placing some stone bricks down, and this is going to be the main foundation for our villager trading area. Just for context as well, I'm going to be jumping in and out. I'm going to be using footage and audio from the live stream. It just depends. If I'm kind of spouting rubbish with the chat, then I won't use it. If I'm not spouting rubbish, then we will use it. So right now I'm jumping in just to let you know the plans that were going through my head at the time and the thought process. So I thought, if I keep it flush with our base area, then we can just run straight in and out. We don't have to worry. But from behind, it's up a block before the fence block. So I kind of thought if we have it as a raised platform, it felt a little bit safer at the time. But basically, we're just winging it. We place the platform down, fill it in, and we kind of need to just figure out as we go along. Also, someone left a comment on the last episode just letting me know that it kind of helps to leave a lot more of the resource gathering footage in the gameplay. I know that there are some kind of potential issues with trust of YouTubers collecting resources and things like that. It's just worth noting I don't really play on the server unless I'm streaming or recording, so there's no real jumps in the gameplay. But I will just leave here a quick clip of me mining out from a 14 by 14 chunk that I'm going to do something with a little bit later in our journey through this world. But I thought I would just kind of mention the comment and leave the replay clip in there as well. So getting to the last few blocks to be placed now of our platform, it's now time to move over to placing the fences so we can keep our villagers safe. So with the fences, I kind of realized as I was doing it that actually I probably could have just left the platform or the dirt layer that we removed, but then we wouldn't have had the nice replay file of me doing that. So, swings and roundabouts and all that. But also it's worth mentioning that the whole villager trading area is actually going to be temporary. The only things that are going to stay are going to be the Fletcher villagers, because that's going to be our source of emeralds. And eventually every single cell that you'll see will be Fletcher villagers, and that's how we're going to get our emeralds until we unfortunately cannot duplicate the tripwire hooks anymore. We'll have to find another source for that. So that's the rail done now. I just need to work out how I'm going to do these pods. So I think I might just kind of start with this being the back and then like work my way round and maybe have them too deep. Yeah, because they'll sit in the back and then we'll have the block at the front. Yeah, just like that. So they'll sit at the back and then we'll have the block in the front. Let's go and grab a villager and we'll see if they sit in just perfectly. So actually, I might just build a few more of these, and then what we can do is we can just start bringing villagers in. So I'll just replicate what we've got already Yeah, because then I think what I'll do is I'll just move the rail every time, and then we can get a few villagers on the go. We'll get ranking them up as well. And yeah, we'll do one more. Yeah, I think that'll work. So let's grab our villager. I hope there's minecarts in here. Yeah, amazing. Okay, so he'll go down and he should sit perfectly. Now I'm going to leave them in the minecarts because, like I said, if I need to move them around or eventually when we get more going, I can move them easy. So there's nothing underneath. I think he should just take his job, right? Yeah, amazing. So he should be fine. He's stick trades as well, which is what we're looking for. Sometimes they don't have that, you see. So but this is what I mean. Now I can just move the rails and sit another one in as well, and we'll just keep grabbing them. So I'm going to chuck a couple of chests down just so we can store like bows and things, because we're going to need those for dispensers anyway. So I think if we just chuck them, we'll just put them here, to be fair. So now if we grab our logs as well, or some of them that we collected earlier on. We can then start turning them into sticks to actually trade with the Fletchers. I'm praying that we get good luck as well, and that we get loads of all of them as tripwire hooks and not just one or two, and we have to keep changing them. Oh yeah, we're going to have loads of sticks. So I'm just jumping in again. It's CrafterLou here. I'm going to skip most of the trading. It was all done on live streams anyway. So you kind of saw it all happen if you were in the live stream. But you know how trading works. We trade lots and lots of sticks with all of the Fletchers, and we use the emeralds that we get from trading to then kind of put back into the Fletchers. So here's an example for you. We trade with this guy here. We trade with all the sticks that he wants to give us, and we'll get all the emeralds that we can, and then we rank them up that way. Any villager that doesn't have stick trades like this one, we break the workstation, place it back down again, and hope that we get a stick trade to trade with like this. And then we go from there. We lock the trade in, and we keep going until we can't trade anymore. And we just basically keep ranking them up this way until we've got all of the Fletchers ranked up to a point where they actually sell tripwire hooks. I believe that the rate in which they do that is 2 out of 3 on average will give you tripwires. I break these blocks as well so we can get the XP out as well. So we can kind of stand in the middle and grab all the XP. But I'll be back with you in a bit once we've got all of our Fletchers placed. All right, let's see if we can finally get our tripwire hooks on this one. Then we've got a full row of tripwire hook trading villagers. When we've got enough emeralds to just go crazy with it, we can rank him up. So we are now on the final couple of villagers, and then we've got a full row of Fletcher villagers that all trade tripwire hooks. The premise of what we were doing, as I mentioned earlier, we were trading with the sticks, getting as many emeralds as we could, and then we were retrading those emeralds back for bows and crossbows just to rank them up to master to hopefully grab the tripwire hook trades. So unfortunately, I couldn't use the last bit of the stream audio here, as we were kind of waffling at the end. We were all getting a bit soppy. And there's a few inside jokes that if you're not in the streams, you won't really know about. But this guy did tripwire hooks. We're really happy with that. So I think now we're just kind of running through the last few trades, and we'll go and grab some tripwires as well, just to see how many emeralds we can end up with. I'm still not 100% on how the villager trading works in terms of the daily trades. Sometimes, I think, well, the most that I've had so far are 4 trades per day. In one day, sorry, I had 4 trades. This guy's expensive, 20 emeralds. What a ripoff. 26, what is he playing at? What an absolute con artist. But we were kind of, rolling in emeralds at this point. I mean, that's pretty much it for this part. In the next episode, we're going to be working on a couple of different things. So we're going to be working on getting our villagers ready for our enchanted tools. So at the time of recording, those villagers are already done. They're completed. We did those in the next live stream, but I'm going to use that footage and then some footage that I'm going to record in the future to then make the next episode. So stay tuned for that. But thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more, like the video, and follow me on Twitch. Turn the notifications on. I'm live Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 7 p.m.